a part of history like that. It's just so amazing. You're probably wondering what that crying is about, and I will get to that. I really ask you to stay to the end of this video because I have something to ask you to do for me at the end of this. But there's a whole story and I'm excited to jump into it. I wanted to show you this thing and I don't have the book with me. And we packed from the last place to this place. I left it in storage. But I wanted to share this article. I was in the newspaper. It was pretty exciting back when I was in high school and I won this writing contest. I may have mentioned it in some other video. If I have, let me know if you remember that. But the thing that I wanted to share about that was when I got this confirmation that I had won this writing contest. This journalist from the local newspaper, the Standard Examiner, came and talked to our class, and he was particularly interested in talking to me because I actually had chosen not to have my story published because it was too personal, and he was so fascinated by that. And I told him about how I just felt like I needed to write everything down. Every thought that came to my mind, it all felt important. And in this article he wrote, he mentioned me by name. Katie Erskine was one of the winners of the Ogden City School District author thing. And she wrote so deeply that she ended up not wanting to be published. Keep writing, Katie. And it was so encouraging and so incredible. And I taped that newspaper clipping into one of my junk journals, and I'll keep it always. And because of what's happened recently, I feel this way again. I feel like my videos are important. Even the most basic standing and doing dishes, or I feel like vlogging in general is like the most important thing a person can do, almost. Not quite, but stick around. I'll tell you why. I promise. So that was about 20 years ago, and I've had a lot of life lived since then, and writing and a lot of other creative things were kind of put on the back burner as I was an actor for many years, and then I was a mom, which I still am, but I can carve out time to do stuff again. Why is it so hard? So if you watched my last video, and if you haven't yet, you can, if you can squeeze that time in. It's basically about my feelings of wanting to understand the world, wanting to know how things have gotten to the way they are now. I feel like I know I didn't get a full history experience in school. So what better place to get history than from the horse's mouth, from somebody? And I came across this channel, David Hoffman, and looking into the past and becoming acquainted with it in a way I never thought was really possible before. It means the world.
So who's David Hoffman? Me, 78-year-old documentary filmmaker, thousands of interviews done, hundreds and hundreds of documentaries, and I'm still doing them.
So this is one of the comments that I left on one of his videos. Well, it was a video about a documentary about him processing the loss of a huge portion of his stuff.
A fire 9 days ago. My archive, 175 films, my 16mm negative, all my books, my dad's books, my photographs. I had collected. I was a collector, major, big time. It's gone. And I was taught some strange thing as a kid, like, you got to make something good out of something bad. You got to make something good out of something bad. And this was bad, man. I cough. I was sick. That's my camera lens. The first one, the one I shot my Bob Dylan film with 35 years ago. That's my feature film, King Murray, won Cannes Film Festival in 1970, the only print I had.
I watched this, and I watched a few other of his videos, and more, and connected, and just, I was just thankful to have found this channel. So I've just felt so much, just this kindred spirit connection to so many of the things that have been lived through, the feelings of hope, of just being a part of something bigger than yourself. I realize that is something that gets me in a deep place. Like my friend Eric, when I watched one of his old vlogs from like 2 years ago, but a moment in there just made me cry, of just these kids enjoying the feeling of watching a video, a movie that they made with him, watching it on the big screen and just laughing and looking at each other. This is making me cry now, like not completely, but I feel the goosebumps, you know. I don't know, it's just about being a part of something bigger than myself and making other people feel what I'm feeling, giving them a glimpse into something that could touch them, that could be something real for them, something genuine.
What I care about is that I've given you something that has meaning in your life right now when you're watching it.
I feel like I found a kindred spirit in him, and I've found so many other kindred spirits out there through YouTube. I freaking love YouTube! And such a cool thing. It's so cool that this exists. Okay, simmer down, Katie. So let's go back to the crying. And why did David Hoffman make me cry? We're gonna eat dinner really soon, but I'm popping in the bathroom because I just want to capture some of the raw emotion that is still clinging to my eyeballs. When I read this comment, I just kind of fell down crying. I just could not believe my eyes. Like, it just kept hitting me in a different level each time. That David Hoffman watched some of my videos, liked them, and wants to do a Zoom meeting with me and involve me in one of his projects. To be a part of history like that. It's just so amazing. What? He called me on my phone and we talked, and it was just like talking to an uncle I didn't know I had. It was just really cool and really affirming, and it made me excited all over again. Like I was, like after I'd won that writing contest and I wanted to write down everything, now I want to film everything. I want to edit everything. I feel like it's important again. This video, get over here, microphone. This video feels important. Like, I hope that there's some encouragement in here for someone else. Leave good comments from your heart. You never know who will read them. You never know what could happen. And here's where you come into this. So something that he asked me to do is to ask you, person watching this video, would you be willing to help me to make a video, short video with your phone? It's really important that it's quiet enough and you hold the phone vertically, not horizontally, but vertically. And just, if you could just make a short video. It's good if you like prop your phone against something so that it's not too wobbly. Oh, it just buzzed. Anyway, yeah, you can like set it in a windowsill, or like, I like to record in the kitchen sometimes, and I just stick it in the cabinet and lean it against some cups, just right there in front of the sink. So anyway, could you leave a message, make a message for me telling me why you watch my videos? That would be a really helpful thing. I think he would include it into his video that's going to be on his channel. So I would be so thankful if you would do that. I mean, even if this wasn't for him, I would still really love to have this, like, to know, why do you watch me? Editing for content, Katie. Notice the tiara. I didn't like how my face looked there. Like, I do want to believe that I give value, and I need to just, confidence. You're a freaking princess, Katie. So, what value do you find in my work? Why do you watch me? That's the question. Looking forward to getting some answers from you. Yeah, that's it. That's what happened. I'm in conversation with him. We're gonna do a Zoom interview. I'm gonna be on his channel. It doesn't feel real. Like, I've already spoken to him. The date is set for this Zoom chat, but it still doesn't feel real. But thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really looking forward to talking to you down below. I'm really thankful for you. Hugs! And I haven't done this in a while, it feels like, so let's go. And David, if you're watching this, the nostrils of death thing is just a weird thing that I do. I don't know why, but it's fun. Nostrils of death.